All right, former Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani obtained much of the evidence of Biden's corruption in Ukraine, and he joins me now. Mayor, it's good to have you back on the show. I want to play more from Oversight Ranking Member Raskin from yesterday. Take a listen.
Gal Left was supposed to be the star witness in arraigning Joe Biden on the old Giuliani charges of a fake Ukrainian bribery scandal. The reason he was missing is because he's a fugitive from justice. He's on the run around the world.
So we know why they love to throw your name in there, because they think that it discredits it, because they've done so much work on you over the last few years. Bill Barr, who is no fan of your regime at all, came out and said that your work in Ukraine was in fact separate from the accusations against the Bidens that Joe and Hunter were bribed for millions of dollars, which takes that out of it. The fact that the oversight, ranking oversight member makes a claim like that is just a blatant lie.
Well, the evidence that I provided to them on Ukraine is exactly the same evidence the committee is now repeating. And so it's a complete vindication of everything that I said then, including the tape recording, or the recording between Biden and Poroshenko, the president of Ukraine, that makes it clear that the charges of corruption against the prosecutor were absolutely made up. They were invented. And I had 7 witnesses, some direct, some circumstantial, that could prove that Joe Biden took a bribe from Mykola Zlochevsky.
Yeah. What
you got to do is go back to 2019, February, either Hannity's show, where I described it 3 or 4 times in detail, all the same names you're hearing today, including Zlochevsky. My own podcast of about 4 months later.
Yeah.
Or I gave that same information to John Solomon, who wrote any number of very, very good articles about it. And then I had him back. I gave John all my witnesses. So right. My witnesses have been tape recorded. So if you ever want to see what the 2 prosecutors say, it's on tape.
When you look at,
and I have a transcript of it. I don't do work like these liars, like that idiot with that thing on his head.
Well, the fact that there's so many different places that this is coming from, it makes it so difficult for these people to make this claim, because you can't. How are you going to whack-a-mole all these Romania, China, Ukraine? How are you going to do that? People are smart. If they see this for 2 minutes, they know what's happening.
There'd be no place in the world where a guy like Raskin would still have his job.
Yeah,
he's a massive liar. He promoted for 5 years the Russian collusion garbage, which was a paid-for frame-up, in which everybody I know that ever did that went to jail. And not only that, he also accused me, like he's doing now, as did President Biden personally at the debate, of being a Russian agent, which has turned out to be totally false. So I don't know, when you have a history of lying like they do, and where I have a history of being the one that's right, I would think that people could rely on me and President Trump. So far, on these allegations, President Trump has been 100% correct.
You're right about that. Mayor, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it, as always.
Thank you.
Good to see you, sir.